Today was finally the day I could sleep in. It was raining outside, and the cool, pitter-patter of raindrops made it the perfect day to stay in bed. If it weren't for the upcoming PSLE exam, I wouldn't have gotten up at all. This past week has been a whirlwind of activities, and I've barely had any decent sleep. I've been going to bed after 11 p.m. and waking up early, and I'm exhausted. I managed to sleep in a bit later today, but the thought of the oral exam in August still made me get out of bed and start studying. After a quick breakfast and getting ready, I sat down at my study desk and looked at the clock. It was already 10:30 a.m., so it was time to get started with today's practice. I had a lot to do today. Copy and memorize Chinese characters and English vocabulary words. Review the science chapter on life. Work on 2 practice tests, one for science and one for English, including an essay. And identify any areas I didn't understand so I could ask my teacher tomorrow. I started by copying today's Chinese characters and English vocabulary words. After a while, my eyes started to strain. That's when my mom came over, patted me on the shoulder, and said with a smile,
"Keep it up, honey. I'm making stir-fried green peppers, black fungus, and shredded pork for lunch."
My mom knows just how to motivate me. The thought of delicious shredded pork gave me an instant energy boost, and I quickly finished copying the words. My handwriting for Chinese characters and English vocabulary words isn't the neatest, but at least you can tell what they are now. I've already copied every single character from the P6 Chinese textbook and every word from the P6 English grammar book once, but I still don't remember everything. If I continue with my current plan, I can still copy them all over again before the actual PSLE exam. As long as I keep copying and writing them every day, I'm bound to improve. Next, I moved on to the science chapter on living things. This was going to be a big task. I read out loud to Jerry while trying to memorize the key points. I think science is actually quite interesting, but there's just so much to remember. I wish there was some magic spell that could just put all the knowledge directly into my head. Studying can be so boring. Why can't it be as fun as playing video games? Oh, no. I'm starting to daydream again. I need to focus on memorizing this information so I can get a good score on the exam. At 3 p.m., I started working on today's 2 practice papers, one for science and one for English, including a compo. I was doing well until I checked my answers. I realized that I had overlooked the key points of the open-ended questions in the science paper, and I didn't even look at the diagrams properly before starting the graph questions, which led to incorrect judgments. I also mixed up some concepts and made mistakes on the McQs. This was a headache. I did better on the English paper, but I have no idea how to score the compo. It seems like there's still so much I don't know. I'll have to check with my teacher tomorrow.